What's up, Catherine? What's up, Goddess? What's up, 420 Virgo? I hope you all are doing well. I am doing well. Today was a very relaxing day. Wasn't feeling too hot. Stayed on home a little bit. Be on top of things first thing in the morning. Gotta go and get a bite to eat. I'm gonna go get some gas from the gas station. Oh, give me a little tea. I gotta give me a little gold peak tea or something. Some chewing gum. And that's about it. How you all been doing today? How's everything been going today? I haven't been on today. I'm sure a lot is happening or not, but either way, I'm sure it's good. Let me see what y'all saying here. Smooches. Hey, how did the surgery go, Libra? Good to see you, Libra. Hey, 420 again. Oh Lord. Hopefully this traffic is not that bad. So today, you all, I did watch the news in DC, and the lady who was squatting in that woman's home has been kicked out. The woman has gained possession of her home once again. Do not let people stay in your house over 30 days. Do not let people get water and electric or get any mail sent to your home, because you can end up with a situation like this where it will be almost like hell to move them out. So I was watching that today. So that was really interesting. Um, the lady act like she ain't do nothing, like she was squatting in that woman's home. I'm like, oh my god, and like she wasn't gonna ever leave. So yeah, um, and she used a false document to keep the home, so she should have to pay for that. Anyway, y'all, I was watching that. It was interesting. Also, I was watching this Michigan coach. Um, you know what's wrong with us? First of all, you got a wife, then you go get your assistant pregnant. Your assistant terminates the pregnancy, and then you call and ooh, what is wrong? I don't know. Maybe people get power and think they can do anything that they want to, but nobody is above the law. And I really didn't follow that story a great deal. But then I said, well, let me see what's going on. And then I found out what was going on. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And the sad part about it is he had a really good season. But you being who you are and with who you did that to and who you have at home, baby, they weren't gonna let they were not gonna let you stay at that college. No ma'am. No ma'am. It's too many. Now, let me say this. If it was one of us and he did that to one of us and we were the assistant, it wouldn't have been nothing. It would have been like, but because of how America is, uh-uh. Yeah. Yeah, boo. It was a mess. It was a mess. I know. And had a winning season. Just messing stuff up. So y'all, I was watching not Carlton Banks do Kim Burrell. I'm Kim Burrell. And I had to laugh at that. Y'all give me a minute. I gotta go and get my gas and get this tea. I will be right back. Okay, you all, I am so back. I am sorry for that. My gas is actually being pumped now. Yes, I am still away from, I was still away from my phone, baby. But I am back. Give me a minute. Okay, you all, I'm back. I'm so sorry for that. I had to get a little something to drink. Mm, it's cold. It done got chilly in San Antonio again. So, yeah, it done got a little chilly. I had to get something to drink, so I'm heading on out now. And I'm taking the Volvo, which, I take every once in a while, but baby, Volvo's gas, the gas be up. It be up. And the sun is out, baby. Ooh, the sun is out. Hold on. Mm-mm. Hold on, let me get my shades. 'Cause this sun is sunning right now. Let me put my shades on. Ooh, Jesus. Y'all see this sun? The sun is out right now. Very sunny. Catherine Powell, it's very sunny out here. Okay. So you all, I'm trying to figure out where we're gonna go for let me put this down, for Christmas. I really don't know right now. Ooh, the sun is just killing a brother. So we may go to New Orleans. And we may go to Santa Fe. So we're trying to figure out what we're going to do for Christmas because I do not want to stay in San Antonio and neither does the other half. So I think we may go to either Santa Fe. I've never been to Santa Fe. I've been to Albuquerque, never been to Santa Fe. Uh, I have not been to New Orleans since Katrina. So I may do that. I don't know. And then Dallas, because the other half and I have relatives in Dallas, Fort Worth. So I don't know. So we're going to pray about that. We're going to see how that works. So, yeah. Maybe who knows? We might even go to Gulfport. We may go to Gulfport or something like that instead of Beau Rivage. I don't know. I don't know. So we do have somebody to look after the dog while we are gone. So we do have that, but we're just trying to make up our mind where we're gonna go. Oh Jesus, this y'all, the sun is sunning out here. When I tell you that the sun is sunning, I'm telling you it's setting and it is blazing. Jeez. Anyway, you all. So I'm hearing that people, I'm hearing that people are getting blocked from certain content creators' channels. Let me tell y'all something. If you do dirty deeds, people gonna block you. And and I can't say I don't blame folk because I see people cutting up and I just take them right out. It don't even have to be in my chat. I can see them saying something in somebody's chat and I'm in the clouds. I don't even say nothing anymore. I just block. And then the next thing you know, could you tell? No, don't tell nobody to unblock. Don't, no, absolutely not. And so I can't blame King Roman for blocking some of these people because some of y'all are block worthy. So, yes, that's what I've been hearing. Oh, Lord, this sun is blazing, you all, even with these shades on. Lord, what happened? What I missed? Baby, you didn't miss nothing, Cassie. I'm just getting back from the gas station. I had to put some gas in the car and get something to drink. So I'm actually... Oh, wait a minute. What somebody said, baby? I don't hear. Catherine said, like Stump Down was over here yesterday, Pastor. Oh, he was over here yesterday? Okay, what was he doing over here yesterday? I mean, I didn't see him. Okay, I see you, Brian. I'm going to drop the link. Brian, just give me a minute. This sun is shining like crazy. So give me a minute, baby. Oh, my God. Y'all see this sun? Okay, let me put this banner down. Ugh. Ooh, hold on, Brian. Oh, I can't even say. Oh, hold on. Hold on, boo-boo. Hold on, boo-boo. Let me get to some shade. Baby, this sun, I'm serious. I'm surprised it ain't been no accident. Because, baby, this sun is all in your face. Baby, you can't see nothing. All you got to do is look to the, you got to look to the road over here and look what the mark is. Baby, the sun is sunning. Hold on, Brian. Hold on. Ooh, Jesus. Give me a minute. Okay, hold on for a minute. Now, hold on, let me see what I can do. Give me a minute. Oh, Lord, that took a long time, Brian, because this sun is all up in my face, and I don't want to have no food junkie incident over here. Let me put this back up here, Jesus. Oh, Lord. I can't see none. My God. Oh, this sun is out. This sun is very much out. And the traffic is backed up, Jesus. Now, maybe I get under this bridge. Okay, oh, Jesus. So, Brian, go ahead and click on. Okay, oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Hold on for a minute. Ooh-wee. Give me. Okay, give me a minute. All right, now look, I need everybody to be in order. Okay, and under new management, don't be changing the tempo, and don't be changing that. No, she dropped off. Good. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, now under new management is here. Brian, where you at? Hold on for a minute. Okay, Brian. All right, turn that stuff down. Somebody got a speaker on. Why is it loud? Why is it loud? Okay, all right, what's going on?
Why
Ooh,
is it?
Jesus. Huh?
It's to a U and it's to a
Because it's vertical, baby. It's vertical and horizontal. We going in two places. What's going on under new management?
Hey Brian, how you doing? I don't want to change the
Well, what is Brian? Brian, is that you? Can we hear you, Brian? Can you say something, Brian? All right. I ain't asked for all that. I just said say something. Just say something. Go ahead, under new management, because I can't see nothing, and y'all getting on my nerves. Go ahead, under new management. What's going on?
I think she left.
Oh, she left. Brian, where are you? Are you in a bomb shelter? Why are you echoing? I can't even see, but I can see you.
I am at the gym, and I wanted
Oh,
to.
baby, you're in that underground bunker gym. Okay, baby, you see this sun shining? Is it shining like this in Houston?
Well, listen to what I'm asking you. I'm asking
Okay.
you. I'm excited about the. This is me going to rocation. Is what they said. Is it rocation? I'm going to rocation, and you said,
You
and
on the
one of your times.
vocation?
Well, you said that he was dragging me again, and I'm like, what did I do? I'm like, what?
I don't know what y'all doing. I really don't, but it's giving very much Castro Tommy. It's giving very much Castro Tommy. And
I'm getting ready to listen. I brought me a shitload of protein. I'm starting my whole row diet of
okay.
protein, and I'm very excited about my trip to Virginia. Can you tell the people to go to Big Baby Brian channel? Big Baby
Don't be
Brian.
doing that. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. I see you.
What?
I see
What?
you. We know you're gonna be traveling, but anyway, Brian. But now, again, you going to Virginia? Are you gonna hang out with Ro, or you just going there to just go?
It's the traveling channel, pal. So you're supposed to help
Okay,
me.
it seems like, but it seems like you got an agenda to it.
You have to help me, Pastor. You have to tell your
But
audience to subscribe. I'm
but
part
we
of
would
the
rather see you. But we would rather see you go to Seattle
I'm
to
part of the
rectify
sector.
the situation and not going to Seattle.
I am part of the sector, and you have to help me. This is
I
going to
don't
be a
have to do shit
storyline.
but die, pay taxes and die. But this is the thing: people want to
Oh,
see you go
shit,
to
you ain't
Seattle.
coming?
People want to see
Dang,
you
so you
go to
wouldn't help
Seattle, and
me? Damn.
they wanna be rectified. They want to be made whole because they felt like that you didn't go to Seattle, and they want you to go to Seattle.
So, Jay Wilson, you wouldn't help me. That is so fucked up to say some shit like that, that you would not help
Mm-mm.
me.
Oh,
I am part of the sector.
baby, I don't help nobody because you see what you do. You see what happens when you help people. People give you
Mm-hmm.
their ass to kiss. So I don't do that no more. I don't.
Uh,
Help yourself because people don't do
well,
you
that's what I'm
right.
doing.
People
Yeah,
don't
you're
treat you
right. You're
right.
right.
People don't treat you
You're right.
right.
Listen to
They
what I'm
don't.
asking you. All right. Well, I just wanted to just say that and come give a plug. Big Baby Brian channel. That's going to be my traveling channel, and I'm getting ready. And plus, I'm starting my high protein diet today, so I'm excited.
Well, you're
So
gonna be shitting out of the wazoo because that protein gonna have you, and make sure you take some Metamucil because it's gonna seem like you violated if you do all that protein and don't take no Metamucil to break it down. Because baby, you're gonna feel like you've been violated, and you might need a cigarette after with all that protein.
okay, so and I'm already like, so what you're saying is you're gonna feel like something's, you know. Oh wow, Jay Wilson. But anyway, you have a beautiful day. I
No,
just wanted to come to tell
you
you
can't
that.
be doing all that protein. You can't do all of that protein without having
I'm gonna eat my.
something to take that
I'm gonna
out
eat
because that
fiber.
protein will mess you up.
I'm gonna eat fiber. Of course, I'm gonna have fiber, and I mean, duh. Come on now. You have to have that in your
That's good.
daily
Well, I just
diet.
want to make sure you know. Okay, I'm just
Broccoli
making
for
sure you know.
dinner. Broccoli for dinner to go with my baked chicken, of course. We're going on a
Okay.
7 day high. I'm calling this the whole row diet. The whole row diet, and you go 7 days cleanse. But shit, okay, you have a good day, Pastor. And I'm still
Why you
upset.
calling that man a hoe? Cause y'all both you did some hoish shit. So why you calling that man a hoe?
And then you said I ain't got to do shit. It's like, well, goddamn, we have to stick together. I'm part of the original beef. I'm part of that. 5, 6 years
Oh, could
in.
we not do that? Please let's not do that. Oh, please not do
Yeah,
that. I'm
you
so
have
tired of
to
that.
help me. Yes, you
People
do.
always want to beef sector when it's convenient for
You
them. Child,
you have to help me. So, like I said, the the big baby
No, 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 Brian. I don't. No, 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 Brian. You
So
receive
how
help
would
when
you
it's
say that? I
conducive
love you.
and
I
convenient for
love you.
you. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I
You don't love nobody. No, you don't.
kisses and hugs. I really do love you, and we're part of
No,
this
you don't.
family.
Stop playing that shit. No, no, no. I'm too old to be playing shit with you. You don't. You
We're
don't.
part of this family.
And you want to stick together when it's conducive for you, and you
We're
want
part of this
people to help
family.
you out. Don't you, but people trying to help you out when they say get a damn rental car. You just don't listen, and I'm just tired of talking to people who don't.
You can't
You a
make
grown
nobody
man.
listen.
Hold on, figure it out yourself. That's why I'm telling you, beloved, figure it out yourself. You don't need me for shit. Don't ask me for shit. Do it. Find Mississippi. Do what you want. Don't ask me for shit.
Okay.
I'm putting it that way now. Since
Oh
you don't listen,
damn.
then don't ask me.
Okay. Well, damn. Well, I mean, ouch. That hurts. But okay. But
I ain't being
anyway,
mean, but I'm just saying you don't listen and you say you can't tell nobody nothing. So I'm just saying, then don't ask me, don't tell me shit. I don't want to hear nothing.
that's a vindictive spirit to have. That is such a ugly spirit. That is a
I'm so
whole
sorry,
ugly
you all. I'm
spirit.
going all of this construction. No, it ain't no ugly spirit. It's a realistic spirit. Y'all come up here, you know the advice is right, you know the advice is tight, but then because y'all so pig-headed, y'all don't want to listen, so fuck it. Do what you want to do. You right, you a
Pig
whole
headed.
grown man. Pay your own bills.
Ah.
Baby, when you go to the hospital, figure it out. Don't ask me shit.
Now, why you wishing
I'm just,
hospital?
I'm
You
just, I'm
wishing
done.
healthy?
I'm
If
mentioning
you
everything that I want. I'm mentioning everything that I damn want to mention on my channel. Because this is my channel, ho. And I'm mentioning what I want to mention. Now you
okay,
go get some cheering. Don't you want to adopt some cheering? Go adopt some cheering and run them. I'm just tired of y'all. I'm just tired of y'all shit. Season after
mm,
season. And half of the
mm,
stuff you
mm,
wouldn't have been
mm.
in if you would have listened to people in the first place. But you don't listen.
I
That's
hate you
that's
say
wrong with
that.
y'all. That's wrong with y'all millennials and y'all Gen Zs. Y'all don't listen to nobody. Y'all
Mm.
don't. So it is what it is. So I don't have time for the foolery.
Okay, Pastor. Well, you have a good evening. Okay.
You have a good evening too. God bless you too.
All right. I love you. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Uh-huh. Love God more. Love God more. Anyway, child, I don't got time for that foolery. This is the thing. Yeah, I don't got time for the foolery. I don't have time for the foolery, the games. You know why you going to Virginia to mess with that boy? Y'all, I mean, it's giving Tommy and Castro. Y'all can't leave each other alone. You spending all that money to go to Virginia. You need to go spend that money and go to Seattle and redeem yourself for taking them people's money. That's what you need to do instead of going to Virginia. Don't come up here talking about something I said to you. I ain't said the way I feel. I feel the way I feel. Thank you, Jesus. I'm just tired of shit. You just get tired of the same old stuff and people playing on your top and you don't got time for that. I see you. I see through you. I see around you. I'm not playing that game. You going over there to bother row and everything, but you really need to redeem yourself from this Seattle trip that you said you was going to and then go to and then want to put it on Chocolate Bay and everybody and nobody had nothing to do with you. You didn't have enough money to go. You should have gone ahead and admitted that and then you took them people money. Child, I want to hear that. Go to Seattle and redeem yourself on your travel channel. That's the first place you should be going. Leave that boy alone in Virginia. That boy said leave him alone. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to say a few things. I ain't trying to be rude, but you know, people trying to be cute, and I don't got time for folk trying to be cute and they ain't. They ain't cute. So I had to go handle. I can't even read y'all comments because this sun is blazing. But baby, I don't have time for Brian's foolery and all of this tomfoolery going on with him and Ro. Now, again, go to Seattle and redeem yourself since the people paid you the money to go there in the first place. So since you're doing all of this traveling, go to Seattle. That's the first place you should go. I don't want to hear nothing about this stuff. You going to see Ro. You infatuated with that boy. You act like you ain't, but you are. And you give him very much narcissistic obsession stalker. And that's the only reason why you going. Ugh. And we told you who was going there. Like, Brian, why don't you come to go to homecoming? No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Now, all of a sudden, you're so interested in Virginia. Y'all sit down somewhere. You ain't even original. Baby, you can't even act good off of that. Stop playing. Leave that boy alone. Now, I'm happy that you're going to college. That's beautiful. And you keep on keeping on. But this road thing got to stop. And you know, you was ugly with him by telling that man business. And that's why he cussing you out. And you like that. It seems like you like that strife. You like somebody cussing you out. Ugh. So anyway, y'all, I hate to treat Brian like that, but sometimes you just like, you know, it's a new season. And you just don't have time for no foolishness and no foolery and all of this stupid stuff. And you know, I don't have a problem with promoting your channel, but you act like you slick. And that's why I had to stop you, because you're trying to act like you slick. And you think you're the smartest person in the room. And I just have to stop you because, again, your premise ain't even right. I hate you feeling away. No, you don't have to hate it. You don't have to hate it. I don't hate you, but I just hate some of your tactics. Leave that boy alone. Leave Honest Ro alone. You done admitted that you was jealous of the little relationship, what you thought was a relationship that him and Shakim had. You had an issue with that. Then you had an issue. You always got an issue with somebody. And then somebody don't want to have children. Girl, it's like you can't even take care of yourself, much more take care of a child. That's definitely long term for you. But was you looking for Mississippi to take care of the kid? I mean, I'm just wondering. You just do stuff. Y'all saw I can't read the chat right now because, like I said, the sun is blazing right now. Ooh, but baby, people just try to come and they be doing too much. Sit down. Jesus, let me see what y'all saying now. Ooh, these people. Let me see what y'all saying. Brian ain't going nowhere. Brian got the nerve to say Ro looked like Steve Urkel, but he was trying to get some of that Steve Urkel or Stephon Urkel. Okay, always bothering that boy. I hope Ro don't deal with this child. Dre Day the other day, he was dragging Pastor with the fake flip flop and tumbleweed. Yeah. I know what people do. This is why I'm tired of folks. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna start calling you out like what you do. You know, it is what it is, and I ain't gonna think nothing about it. I'm not even worried about that man, Catherine. Yeah, because you know you get tired of that foolery too. Okay, let me go ahead and put my I ain't fall out with nobody, Dre Day. I ain't fall out with nobody. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. I said what I meant. And I ain't falling out with nobody, baby. I am perfectly at peace. I'm just not dealing with foolishness this season. And you start off in December. You don't start your New Year's resolution in January. You start it in December so you can get ready for it. So, baby, y'all better get ready because there's going to be a lot of people hurt in their spirit because we're not gonna deal with this foolery no more. You know, it's just unbelievable. You give people an inch, they take them out. No, we ain't doing that no more. And I don't care who you are. So anyway, so I didn't mean to be. No, I did mean to be uh, curt with Brian because I see what he's trying to do, and it's not cute. It's not cute at all. Leave that boy alone. You're not going to Virginia because you want to go to Virginia. You want to go to Virginia to mess with that boy, but you ain't going to Washington State to redeem yourself. And then the excuses you made. Chocolate boy ain't had nothing to do with you. That man ain't say nothing about you. And all is about Chocolate Bay. Now, Chocolate Bay, Chocolate Bay. I'm like, really? And then you want to say Nessa's going to do something. Child, bye. You just didn't go. Either you didn't have the money or the doctor said you couldn't go. Girl, stop playing on people's top. If anybody want a refund, it shouldn't even be an if. If the people gave you the money because they wanted you to go to Seattle, Washington, then it shouldn't be no if. Just do the right thing and get the people their money back. Child, see, that's another thing wrong with y'all. Y'all have no ethics. Man, let me move on. Just worrisome. Just worrisome. And Honest Row always. And you know what, Brian? You don't ever see you. I've dealt with Honest Row, and you really went dirty with Honest Row. Honest Row only said that your sister was sick. Brian, you went so dirty and gutter with Honest Row, and you really did stuff to hurt him. And then when he clapped back at you, you get mad. But you do some really dirty stuff. And that's why nobody don't want to deal with you, because when you think that somebody has wronged you without evidence, without anything, you go off the handle. And that's dangerous. And you need to stop that. You're getting much too older to be doing that stuff. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I'm back. Just a mess. Thank you for putting that down. To put the thing down here. I appreciate it, y'all. Baby, that sun was sunning. I mean, it was blazing. I'm almost where I need to be. So, y'all, what else is going on in the streets besides this? You know, people clicking up on the link, and you ain't even funny. Ugh. And you know I'm already irritated and agitated because I got this sun in my eyes. And it's during rush hour. Here you are trying to be Red Skeleton. Hey, what's up, Sparkles? But let me say this. If you don't need my help doing XYZ, then you don't need my help doing all of this other stuff. I'm tired of people being selective. You know how I am. So, you know, I'm going to ride and live with you. I ain't going to ride and die with you. What's up? Is Vivian in the room? Give a shout out to Vivian. I got to call Vivian tonight. Sure enough, I do. I got to do a lot of stuff tonight, y'all. Oof. Just a lot of things going on. I couldn't even see the thing for the link. Catherine, how you doing? You ain't fighting nobody no more, is you? What's going on in the church sector, Catherine? I see William McCray is going after somebody talking about they chip too. So somebody must say that William McCray trying to be transgender. Child, William McCray did not take that lightly. William McCray did not take that lightly in his fur coat and his long nails and his bangles. Woo, Jesus. But Catherine, who said that he looked transgender? Lord, that William McCray. I haven't been checking the church T sector out, the carnal church sector. I gotta go on over there and check it out at some point in time. Ooh, Lord. Y'all, this traffic is so bad. I'm so glad I left early. There's so much going on these streets. So his grown folks TV still cussing people out about his channel. And then I heard a little bit of Pizarro, not too much, but a little bit of Pizarro dealing with Lemon. I'm just like, okay. But is ZX still cussing everybody out? I'm like, how is that gonna help you get your channel back? I just don't get it. And you cussing at everybody. And I guess that's what will bring the people over there, I guess. You know, yeah. Archbishop, he is not an archbishop. Anyway, let me stop. Archbishop George and his son played William the other day, and when he went live, dropping $299 and $499 super chats. Okay. Ain't no archbishop. Oh, all of these titles, Jesus. Who is this lady? She from Jamaica. And first of all, she got a lot of chutzpah. She will walk out of a Nissan Sentra. I ain't mad at a Sentra. I ain't mad at an Altima. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. But baby, she walk out of that thing like that is a Maybach, like it is a Rolls Royce. And she had these capes on, and they be opening the door for her, and then the women be fanning her. They be fanning her, and I'm like, oh my God. Baby, these people really, really want to rule over folk. Baby, the way she stepped out that Altima, baby, you thought she was stepping out of Maybach. I'm like, okay, she from Jamaica, and her word is all right. I mean, she got an I word, but baby, it ain't like she's TD Jakes or nothing. And baby, they were just fanning her, and I'm like, anyway. Thank y'all for riding with me. Baby, the sun is going down, but that sun was blazing. Sparkles, what you done? Baby, it was an Altima. Baby, when I tell you she stepped out that Altima, honey, like it was a limousine. Honey, she whipped that cape. I said, baby, you got some esteem right there, girl. Baby, she whipped that cape across her, and then here come the women fanning her. Ooh, they was fanning her. Oh, my God. I'm like, I can't. Her name is Reverend Dr. Bishop somebody. Baby, she got 18 titles before it even get to her name. I thought it was funny. Anyway, y'all, Sparkles, have you been behaving yourself? Y'all been doing all right? I gotta watch that Diddy thing now, y'all, because that Diddy thing has got my what 50 Cent did. They said it was a real good documentary. So let me get back in the frame. So I'm gonna watch that. So I'm gonna do with that. Ronnie, you said it's good. Now, somebody said, and if I'm mistaken, please correct me. But somebody said I misinterpreted when Diddy was shaking hands and hugging them people in the hood. Now, I saw Diddy get in his vehicle and look for sanitation, hand sanitizer, and said he has to take a bath because all them people touching him. Now, Did I miss something? Because it seemed like he was saying that these common people are touching him and he's going to have to take a bath and put hand sanitizer on because them people were touching him. Now, did I miss something? Because it sounded really condescending to me. I just wanted to know because that's what I heard. And I said, I know he ain't acting. That's correct, Jay Wilson. He did say, mm-hmm. I'm going to watch it for myself. They say it paints a whole nother picture of Diddy. And let me say this, you all. You know, I know what we do on YouTube. I know we go back and forth and jostle and all of that stuff. But I honestly tell you, I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I do think that people make better decisions than some people. And that's it. You know, I thank God for my humble beginning because it keeps you grounded. And I understand why wealthy people make their children volunteer and do things, because if you never see poverty or if you don't know what struggle is, then you really can't relate to people. And I understand why wealthy people make their kids volunteer and do things. I really do. You know, no joke. I seen a lot of wealthy kids, parents. I mean, they are billionaires, millionaires, and they make their kids volunteer at a school tutoring. I mean, because if you don't really get reality, you will miss it. And I can understand why some of these wealthy parents make sure their kids do. And then I understand also why wealthy kids want to make it on their own. Or entertainers' kids don't want to use their parents' names, but they want to make it on their own because no one wants to be under the shadow of that all the time either. So, I understand because, yeah, and this is what I understand about Diddy. Diddy wasn't always wealthy. So now all of a sudden, everybody's so beneath you. Yeah. So that's what I get. Now let me tell y'all something though. Some of these entertainers, they didn't have to struggle. I did not know Drake was related to Larry Graham. So Drake already had people in the industry. And if you don't know who Larry Graham is, he sings "You're one in a million chances of a lifetime and life." So that's Drake's uncle. So again, some of these people act like they struggled. No, Drake was already in the industry. He already had people in the industry. So yeah. A lot of these people, they ain't struggled. They already had people in the industry. So I'm just throwing that on out there. hmm So yeah, some of these people were already in the industry. So, but let me tell y'all something. The industry is no joke. And let me say this: when people start talking about numbers and stuff, and I understand people use that as a dig and a drag. Well, let me say this, you all. I do not want YouTube or fame. I would rather have fortune. And I don't know if you all have been watching, but there have been a lot of I am going to do that on Diddy, but there have been a lot of YouTubers who shot up to fame, but when corporate America put their hands on it, anytime corporate America put their hands on something, they destroy it. I'm not gonna lie. They did the stuff with hip hop and rap. Rap was so free flowing. You had all type of rap. It was evolving, and as soon as the man got his hands on it, all rap is now is either you a gangster or you a hoe. That's all you can be now, a gangster or a hoe. You know, back in the day, you had the women's liberation movement with Queen Latifah and Ladies First and MC Light, and then you had the Suburban Kids with what's that the Me Myself and I, that them. You had Roxanne Shante, you had Conscious Rap with uh, KRS One and Fight the Power. I mean, you had all of these rap groups, and as soon as the man got his hands on it, everything went to crap. So I say all of that because with YouTube, they are really showing how some of these YouTubers who made it big started getting major entertainment on their platforms, and how these people change their whole platforms, and all they're doing now is marketing things and selling things, and they're doing things that they don't want to do, because at the end of the day, corporate always wants to control and dictate what other entertainers do. And see, they trap you with that money. And so you lose your audience because now it's not organic, it's not authentic like it used to be. So you lose your audience, but then you continue to do what the man wants because they're continually giving you money. But the sad part about it is eventually you're going to lose both ways, because when you lose your audience, then you're going to lose your sponsors and you're going to lose those corporate people. This is why I say to people, I don't want to be like these big YouTubers, and then, I always say keep your day job. When that situation happened with Funky Dineva, I said nope, mm-mm. So you see a lot of stuff, y'all. No, 50 Cent just put that money up. 50 Cent put the money up. Let me tell you something about 50 Cent. Now, people can say what they want about 50 Cent, but Kane, Raising Kane, Caleb, that was hot. 50 Cent knows how to get winners. And it didn't hurt that 50 Cent and Diddy had beef. So that didn't hurt at all. So it would be just natural that 50 Cent be the executive producer. And all the executive producer is I foot the money. That lady did all the work. So again, people can hate 50 Cent all they want to, but everybody knows that Diddy is not a nice person. Let me tell y'all something. I always thought that relationship with Usher and Justin Bieber, it always didn't feel right. And I did not know Jermaine Dupri and all of those guys brought Usher in. And of course, Usher stayed with Diddy, which, crazy stuff. But again, Justin Bieber came in through Usher. And it's almost, let me tell you, it gives me very much Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein, except it's the entertainment industry. And it's almost like how bad you want to make it, and these are some things you got to do to make it. And some people are not built for that. And this is why you have likes like Eminem and Justin Bieber and Lady Gaga losing their minds. And what's her name? Oops, I did it again. Her losing their mind. Because it's almost like a fraternity and sorority where you are pledging. And like Diddy said, how bad do you want this? Do you want this bad? And again, we think that stuff is not real, but that's some real stuff. And believe it or not, it's even happening on YouTube. And people don't believe it. But once you get to a certain level of YouTube, baby, they start demanding some things of you, on YouTube. So, I mean, that's why I'm not all about that gung-ho and doing all of this crazy stuff for YouTube. I ain't about it. I ain't about it at all. because at the end of the day, you know, you don't benefit from it. So I'm just being real with that. All right, y'all. Mm. Britney Spears. Yep. Britney, and again, Walt Disney World, an incubator for a lot of mess. Oh, did somebody send me on nasty piece of coin? Hold on. Orlando Brown, all of them Disney people, Raven, all of them Disney. Well, what is Queen 88 doing? I don't know what she's doing, Catherine. So tell me what we need to be congratulating her on. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Girl, I'm not gonna call you out. Somebody requested some money. Girl, don't do that. Niece, don't do that. Anyway, what did Queen 88 do? What did Queen 88 do, Catherine? They always gonna have an issue with Diddy. Let me say this, y'all. Diddy and Epstein are pretty much two in the same. I'm looking at all of these people who had that power, and y'all, let me tell you, Epstein is scary. And no one is talking about those Epstein files, but I believe they need to really get to the bottom of this. I believe that Epstein blackmailed Wexler, who is the wealthiest man in the state of Ohio. He owns Victoria's Secret. That's how we get a lot of these models and stuff. He owned Value City, The Limited, all of those stores. Retail Giant, Value City Furniture, all of that, right? How does a private high school teacher, meaning that they make much less than the public school teacher, get his hands on $600 million? And Wexler's people were furious because this man pretty much said and did what he wanted to do with that company. So I don't know what he has on Wexler, but it's a mess. And so all of that taping and all of that stuff was for leverage. It was for extortion and blackmail. And I believe that's how that man made his money. Me personally. To my knowledge, Queen 88 got picked to dance in a video, and she did it, Pastor. She was just talking about it, and TikTok has gotten over 1 million views. Well, that's awesome for Queen 88. I ain't mad at that. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Maybe if that's what she can do, let her do it. I ain't mad at that. See, it ain't no hate. It ain't no hate. You know? But to be honest, what do you do after something? This is what I tell people. So I look at what's the Old Town Road boy name? Montero. Oh, what's his name? What's his name, y'all? Help me. It's sad because, you know, these people were popular and then you forget them. But the Old Town Road, that song was hidden. He was on cloud nine. Lil Nas X, thank you. Now look. See, that's how Hollywood will treat you. They will treat you like the toast of the town. But people don't know the pressure, and they always want to top more and more and more. I'm gonna give you an example. Like I wonder why Tweet wasn't coming on no more. Cause let me tell y'all something. I love some Tweet. I love some Tweet, baby. Tweet is an artist. They lied to Tweet. Tweet was supposed to get record deals. They lied to her. And then they shelved her stuff away. See, that's how that record industry will do you. I look at like people like Jill Scott. Jill Scott is an artist. But let me tell you what. Now, I ain't trying to be funny. But when Jill Scott came on the scene, Jill Scott was a force to be reckoned with. When I tell you all of Jill Scott's first album that I heard, everything, everything was good. All of her songs. Is it the way you love me, baby? Let's take a long walk. Do you remember me? Give it to me. I mean, when I tell you Jill Scott's first album was everything. But when you have an album like that, you got to do even more. And see, this is what we tell you all about YouTube, and this is why you got to pull back because people are doing more outrageous things to get more attention. And it's just like the record industry. You got to top what you did the last time. And as much as I like living my life like it's golden, baby, none of Jill Scott's albums will compare to what she brought out in her first album. I mean, because that first album was fire. Another person, Music Soul Child. Woo, I mean, Philadelphia was popping. Philadelphia is a city known for music, and I know they don't get their props, but when you look at Philadelphia, you got Teddy Pendergrass, you got Patti LaBelle, you got Jill Scott, you got Music Soul Child, you got the Betcha by Golly Wow. I mean, you have all of those groups coming out of Philly. Philly is known as a music city, like Detroit is known for gospel, and Chicago is known for gospel, and but Philadelphia is a music city, and so you look at that talent, but again, the people who have little talent always exploit the people with major talent. Clive Davis' talent was that he was a lawyer and he knew how to take artists' money. He knew how to get artists hemmed up. Whitney Houston was a phenomenal singer. She was a force to be reckoned with. I don't care what nobody say. And I've heard CeCe Winans sing the national anthem, but nobody ain't saying that national anthem like Nippy. Nobody ain't do it like Nippy. Nobody didn't sing that. However, Whitney Houston didn't write no songs. So she was left out of that money thing. And even the songwriters have to really, really watch out because you will sell your song dirt cheap and never own it because that's what the record company wants. They want to take everything that belongs to you because they will say, well, we have the distribution and all of that stuff. And if you don't do this, then this is going to happen. So again, you all, that's what I really say. So yeah, you got to be very careful with that because the music industry, their job is to steal, kill, and destroy. They are not for you. All you got to do is look at what's her name, Fantasia, baby. Fantasia had an awful contract. When Prince was talking about Mariah Carey, Prince was telling the truth. And Prince was fighting against the record company for years. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Yeah, Prince did tell it all. And the sad part about it is most of these artists are valuable dead than alive. Most of these artists, and guess what? These are the large artists. So could you imagine artists like Evelyn Champagne King and these artists that were not so big, and what they have to go through? Now y'all can say what y'all want about James Brown and Ray Charles, but they own their masters. And see, that's key. They own their masters. And this is why Mace is so infuriated with Diddy, because Diddy took that man. You got to be wise. And that's why I tell people, you got to be wise. You don't go into these major negotiations without a lawyer. Prince was telling it. Michael Jackson was telling it. When he made They Don't Care About Us, baby, Michael Jackson was telling it. And I just hate to say it, but people with power can make things happen. That's all I'm going to say. People with power can make things happen. Now, I'm no conspiracy theorist. Some of these deaths are probably natural, but some of these deaths ain't natural. When you start bucking against that industry, you may not make it. You may not make it out. Last time I saw Alexander O'Neal, he was living with his woman in Great Britain. He was so drugged out. And then when him and Sherelle got together, baby, Sherelle was looking good. Honey, Sherelle was like, just put him on stage. She said, I know he cracked out, but put him on stage, because Sherelle said, I got some money to make. I got some money to make. Now, let me say something now. If Jody Watley did not make it, Jody Watley would be second time around with Howard Hewitt. Howard Hewitt is infuriated with Jody Watley. So is Jeffrey Daniels, because Jody said, I don't need y'all hoes. Y'all hoes didn't treat me right. And Jody said, I made it on my own. And Jody said, I can do my own tours. I don't need y'all. Now, had Jody not made it, I think it might have been a different story. But nobody ain't going to see no Shalimar without no Jody Watley. I'm sorry. Now, they can get whoever feeling they want. Nobody ain't going to see Shalimar. I know I ain't without Jody Watley. Okay? Now, Candy ain't real big, but if she don't come with Escape, then I ain't gonna go see Escape, because nobody can do every man, blah, 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 blah. Baby, that's Candy's part. You all, they got so much going on in Hollywood. All of that spiritual cooking, with that witch, and then that lady who is in that witchcraft stuff. Her husband is a fashion designer. Child, y'all don't know the half of it. And see, the thing is, it's right under our nose, but because we don't watch it, we don't see it, and that's the thing. And then people will make light of the Illuminati and all of that stuff, but those Egyptian symbols and the Eye Horus and that stuff is real. People don't believe it, but that just because you don't believe it, that don't mean it's not real. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. And so, yeah. The man who made that movie about the Rothschilds and the Eyes Wide Shut, he ain't living no more, because he told too much about the system. And what really happens is, you all see, there's a male casting couch and there's a female casting couch. There are casting couches no matter what. They're casting couches. And people don't understand that there are things that people do. Them parties, Diddy ain't the only one having parties. He's the only one who got caught. You know? And people know what goes on. Everybody knew about Harvey Weinstein. It was an ongoing joke at the Academy one year. It was so blatant, but everybody knows. And that's the scary part about Hollywood, because once you get into it, see, it's hard to say, I ain't going to do this no more and walk away. That's why I tell people, when you get in Hollywood, buy that big house, sell it, and keep the proceeds. Because, again, when you're not getting movie roles anymore, and see, Hollywood, you are a contractor. And I don't think people understand that. You are a contractor. You are a 1099. You don't have health insurance. You don't have none of that. Everything you pay for. You better have a lawyer and you better have a good accountant to make sure your money is taken care of. In Hollywood, you got to be so careful, because every limo they send to you, the company is charging you. All of the Moet and all of that, they are charging you. Just because they give you a $2.1 million advance, it is what it is. It is an advance. It is an advance. An advance has to be paid back. And you're not going to get any of that money until the record company recoups their money. That's it. And they do everything possible to keep you in the red, so you would have to make another album, and you never get out the hole. That's why people do it. Taylor Swift, I don't like Taylor Swift, but she's a businesswoman. Oh, Taylor Swift is a businesswoman. Chance the Rapper, I'm so glad that he made his money off of YouTube. He negotiated his contract on his terms. Yeah. Oh, yes, most definitely, y'all. Most definitely. So, yeah. Now, you all, another thing that I've been looking at and I found very intriguing was this guy. I think his name was it Frank Williams? And he was running the heroin ring out of New York. And they said this man was so tight. And they got him out on bail. Baby, they said he went to that safety deposit box, got that money, and they ain't seen him since. Oh, come on, Christmas truck. God darn it, that truck is bedazzled. Okay. But so he was a gangster, and they were saying that baby, they said that he was the true gangster. And they said that they have not caught him yet. They don't know if that man is dead or alive or what have you, but that was long time ago. Now, somebody said Taylor Swift is a powerful witch. Okay, she may be. I'm not saying she is or isn't, but all I do know is Taylor Swift, unlike a lot of these other artists, she's not hurting for money. Because a lot of these artists are hurting for money. And like I said, a lot of people will say, oh, this is fantasy. You don't know what you're saying. But that witch who does that spiritual, that soul cooking, that's some real stuff. Look, can I tell y'all this? It was reported that Lady Gaga was afraid to sleep by herself because she was so tormented by things. Lady Gaga. Y'all don't know what people got to go through to get to that level. Drake's number 3 songwriter, so all these rappers saying Drake don't write, he writes for you. Well, a lot of people don't write. A lot of people don't. Like a lot of comedians don't write their jokes. Even in that sphere. See, this is why I tell people, get your education. I look at basketball players like Reggie Miller and those people. If they get hurt or something happens, they fall back on their education. Um, Actors and actresses who went to school first, they fare much better than those who did not. Most of the times you hear people working as waitresses or some low paying job till they can make it. And that's what the industry likes. We can say whatever we want about Kim Fields, but Miss Fields went to Pepperdine University and got her degree. And let me say this, y'all. I know it sounds funny, but Kim Fields can go to any school she wants and teach acting. She can do that, whether we believe it or not. Shaquille O'Neal, Shaquille O'Neal can go to any university and be over their athletic department. I'm just saying, because education is extremely important. We don't believe it, but even in the world of entertainment, only a few people have made it without a degree. Your girl Maya Angelou, she did not have a degree. She was a professor at Wake Forest. She was a Reynolds professor. Now, isn't it really interesting? The people who sponsored her were tobacco companies. So the Reynolds family sponsored her. And James Baldwin was not a degree person. But again, but these were brilliant people. So I'm just saying. I'm just telling you, y'all, it's really serious out here. And you better have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you better learn how to get people that have knowledge. Because I will say this again, y'all, especially for the music industry, baby, you better have a good lawyer. You better have a good lawyer. You better have a good lawyer. Because if you don't have a good lawyer, you will find yourself jammed up. Because most of these people, like your Clive Davises, once again, Clive is a lawyer. Clive Davis is a lawyer. Can't sing a lick, but he knows the law. And who did he learn from? Clive. Who did he learn from? Clive. I'm just saying. So, yeah. Well, look, you all, it's been real. I am where I need to be. And I thank y'all for riding with me. Appreciate y'all so very much. And I will be back on tomorrow in the morning. So thank y'all again. I know that it ain't really deep talking about nobody, but it is what it is. Baby, Stump Down can say whatever he wants to, but like I said, if he see a sissy, slap one. And I said what I said, and I meant it, and I'm not backing off from it, baby. People can say whatever they want on YouTube. They can holler, they can rant, they can say crazy shit, all they want to. All they want to. See, because you can do that. You can do that. But baby, like I said, if you see a sissy, you come and slap one. And I meant that. And I'm not hiding. I'm in San Antonio. I'm on the east side. I go to the west side a little bit. Okay. I'm here. So let these people come for me. So, like I said, I don't have no issue. I'm not all of that deep. But again, y'all, I don't get into that. I said what I said, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So y'all let me go. I gotta go. Y'all be blessed and highly favored. It is what it is. Well, I'm sure Andre Harrell did some things, but Diddy came out from Clive Davis and Arista. So yeah. But anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Peace and love. Y'all take care. Bye.